Hi! My cat's currently running around, so if that's what you hear, I am sorry. Oh, and the AC just turned on. But I was just on YouTube and I was kind of going through a few spinal fusion post-op videos just to like catch up. I had been watching them a lot before my surgery, and I thought I would make this one because a lot of them seemed very positive. However, a lot of them were made 3-4 weeks post-op, and then there's never an update after. Had I made this video 3-4 weeks post-op, it would have been glorious. I would have been so happy, almost pain-free. We are now 9 weeks post-op, and it is not so great. So my experience, I don't think I've done a video since the surgery. So I went in on July 7th, 6 something in the morning, went into pre-op, and had my surgery. And I woke up however many hours later in the PACU, the post-whatever recovery unit, post-anesthesia recovery unit, yep. That was probably the scariest, most painful moment of my entire life. Waking up in the PACU, I remember that's like the most distinctive memory I have from the entire experience. I remember waking up, being completely still, not being able to move because I was in so much pain. And I remember tears just like falling down my face because I was like sobbing because nobody was paying attention to me and I was in so much pain. I remember I was trying to vocalize that I needed a nurse, but I couldn't speak because they had just taken the breathing tube out of my throat. So yeah, that was ridiculous. And someone came over and helped me, and she was surprised at how much pain medication I needed, and I guess I was too. I don't know. God, I'm so itchy. Sorry. And then a little while later, I was brought to my room, and to my shocking dismay, I was forced to walk from the gurney to my bed. And I was like, "Are you kidding me? Like, this is not happening." But I did it, and that was okay. When I got into my bed, that's when the muscle spasms started, and I needed to be put on muscle relaxants, which I think for me was Valium. And I was on those through IV for a while because they literally couldn't even angle my bed upward for me to drink or eat, because every time they would try and move it, I would have a muscle spasm, which was very painful. So the Valium really, really helped. I was on Valium, Dilaudid, a bunch of other medications through IV for a few days while I was in the hospital. And prior to discharge, as is typical, I was taken off of the IV meds and started on oral meds. When I got home, I literally do not remember anything for about 2 weeks. I was on painkillers. I was on narcotic and non-narcotic. I stopped the narcotic pretty quickly, which for me was oxycodone, I think. But I am still on tramadol. I have gotten down to taking one in the morning and one at night. I'm supposed to take it every 6 hours, or I can take it every 6 hours. And I've been able to take one when I wake up and one before going to sleep. For those few weeks where I actually traveled 3 weeks after surgery on an airplane, went home to my home state, went on vacation, I was living the life. I was like doing really well, not in much pain at all. And when I came back from vacation, which was about 4 weeks after, or I was gone for about 4 weeks, so 6 weeks after my surgery, is when all hell broke loose. And I say that, I don't know. I started having muscle spasms again, which I hadn't had. I was like doing pretty well. I didn't need my oxy at all. I stopped the narcotic, as I said. I slowed down on the tramadol. I had stopped taking the Valium completely because the Valium was what was making me not remember anything. For those 2 weeks, like I said, I don't remember anything because I was on Valium every 6 hours. I had alarms set to take it and yada yada. And so I was hesitant to start taking the Valium again. Ooh, I just gotta chill. Sorry. I was hesitant to start taking the Valium again because I didn't want to be conked out during classes. I'm in school. I can't be on so many drugs that I can't remember stuff. So I called my surgeon and I said, look, I'm having pain. Initially, I didn't know it was muscle spasms. I didn't really remember that feeling. And I also thought it was just nerve pain because it was happening so often. I keep getting a chill. Sorry. Because it's happening so often, and I was like, I don't know what this is. I think it's nerve pain. I saw my surgeon at my 6-week checkup, and he said, it's not nerve pain. Your nerves look fine. I don't know what it is, but keep taking your tramadol, blah, blah, blah. Later on, I discovered that it was spasms because they started getting worse. I couldn't lay in my bed. I couldn't turn because right in the middle of my back, it would tense up and then shoot down my left leg. Oh, the other thing is after my surgery, my left side was like ridiculously painful. I couldn't lift my leg up for the first couple of days. I think as part of the muscle spasms, that whole side has always caused me issues. It's now balanced out a bit. It's kind of just painful on both sides, but it had been the left side for a while. And the muscle spasm started on the left side. So when I would lay in my bed, I couldn't turn. I couldn't get out of bed. Once I was laying down, I was stuck. And I would try and get up or move, and I would spasm. Ridiculous pain like I've never felt. And like, it sounds dramatic, but I have a pretty high pain tolerance, and I am telling you, it's not all flowers and roses and smiley faces and yay, the surgery fixes everything, because it totally does not. I never had muscle spasms prior to surgery. I had spondylolisthesis grade 1, but the problem was I had disc degeneration kind of all around it. So I don't know. If you watch my prior video, you can see that. But so the surgery was a must. However, I kind of don't know if I would have had it. I mean, I do. I know I would have had it because I know that it would have just gotten worse, the pain that I was experiencing. But knowing that I will have to go through this again with other vertebrae and all that stuff, I'm just kind of like, muscle spasms are hell. And it was great for the beginning, for those first months. For that first month, I was like, wow, this is great, until now. And I'm starting physical therapy. I have started physical therapy. I've been in it for about 3 weeks now, 2 weeks now. I don't know. And that's helping. My physical therapist is wonderful. We're working on strengthening the muscles that are spasming to train them to work where they're supposed to be working, and then strengthen the muscles that are not working so that the other ones can do what they're supposed to do, if that makes sense. So what's wrong is my muscles around my hip and my thigh and my glutes are working to stabilize my back, and the muscles that are supposed to be stabilizing my back are not working at all. So my muscles are spasming because they're not working properly. So those muscles need to remember to work where they're supposed to, and the muscles that were cut and damaged and scared need to work properly again. So that's what we're working on, slowly but surely. I can't lay on his stupid bed and figure out a way to get up. It's starting to get better, but in the beginning, I would lay flat and then we'd be stuck. I'd be stuck. I couldn't get up without spasming. There was no way. And like I said with the Valium, I didn't want to start taking it again, but I called my surgeon, and he said the only way to stop the spasms is to take the Valium. So he said I could take half a pill and just at night, to help myself get through the night and be able to sleep and then wake up, get out of bed, and go to class and not be compromised by the Valium, which worked. I can say that worked. The Valium helped muscle spasms calm down, and I was able to go to class. Remember, I've stopped taking the Valium because the PT has helped. I'm not going to say the muscle spasms have stopped by any means. There are days when I wake up and I'm like, I just can't walk today. It's not going to work. I can't do it. I end up walking, but from getting to my bed to the bathroom, which is like 10 feet, is like the biggest struggle because I can't even sit up in my bed. So that's my complaints. That's my surgery experience. I know it wasn't super, super detailed about the surgery. That was fine. I just do want to say that for me, the experience has become more painful 8 weeks post-op. I will see my surgeon again on October 17th, I believe, and he will probably do more x-rays and let me know if I've damaged anything. But the ones that he took when the spasms started, all the hardware and everything looked great. So I'm assuming everything's fine. My muscles just don't like what happened. So yeah, that's that. I'm gonna go. Leave any questions you guys have down below. I hope this sort of helped. I know it's like kind of disheartening, but all the videos I've seen have been so positive and everything's great and I'm recovering well and blah blah blah. And I'm sitting here like, why are you guys all in heaven when I'm in so much pain? So yes. The one thing I do want to say is post surgery I moved really well and I didn't need a walker. I just needed a cane. And my back brace was making me sick. I would feel faint and lightheaded and dizzy because the back brace just, I don't know, it made me feel sick. So I didn't wear it. And my surgeon said it was fine. He said wear it for comfort. My back brace was a rigid orthosis, so it was formed to my body kind of like a scoliosis brace because I wore it prior to surgery. And so I didn't wear it much. And maybe that impacted me, but the surgeon said I didn't need to. So I know a lot of people on here had soft braces that they wore, and maybe I should have done that, but hey, can't go back now. But yeah, so that's it. Leave questions you have, as I said, and I hope everyone's doing well. Okay, bye.